Hello and welcome back to Clicker's Brood, Hammered Hussy, Day 14, Day of the Horde. I am your only head and slightly chest host, Snootyville. Hi, how's it going? I decided to wear green today. And this is what happened. So, I'm invisible now. It's a really cool thing, and glad to be able to experience this with you. We have a lot to do. I'm pretty sure... Nope, already made the claw hammer. However, I do believe I am missing a axe, so I think that's what I was doing. There is not much going on in here, but I think I'm limited because of stone. So I think the 1,000 is the concrete we're gonna get. I think maybe it'd be a good idea to go and hit up the trader and then hit up Jen when we're by our base and see if they have any more material we can use to upgrade. Otherwise, we just need to get ready for the Horde. What might end up happening is doing some mining before we leave. It's 5 in the morning, but that's not a lot of time to do anything, so... give me just a couple minutes to get all situated, and then I will be right back with you. Apparently I have my... She for sure screamed. Biatch. Anybody else? There's definitely a lot over there, and a chicken just hanging out. Get on out of here, baby. Wow, I hope all the loot bags being dropped are indicative of how the rest of this evening's gonna go. Because I'm impressed. No. Alright folks, we are as prepared as we can be. I still didn't do that thing I told myself I was going to do. 1 second. Oh, hey! He was not dead, obvi. This is all the stuff we are bringing with us. What? What the fuck? It doesn't matter. The lines are what they are. We probably won't need all this. I just like to be over-prepared aside from under. We have as much cement mix as we're getting. We're gonna stop by Bobby's on the way to our old base. Well, it's not old. It will be old. You know what I mean. We're gonna stop at Bobby's, we're gonna stop at Jen's, and then we'll go and get things upgraded, and then we might have time before the Horde to piddly foot around, but we'll see. This may shock you, I'm out of gas. Bobby, I need filled up.
Good afternoon.
What do you got for me, baby? Gas. Well, I don't want to spend that much. How much is just 1,000?
Maybe next time.
Why am I so disjointed all the time? Just kidding, Bobby. I do want to buy stuff from you.
I got machines that'll make your heart skip a beat.
Sure, take that. And then give me your gas. At least 1,000 of it. What else you got? No luck. That sucks.
Don't forget repair kits. You don't want to end
Well,
up stranded.
on the plus side, I did get plenty of gas, so we don't have to worry about that. So that's a plus. Okay. Well, That is something. There is a storm. Not in the desert, but in the burnt forest. And it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's not like a coming storm. Oh no. Or maybe it's over? Is it over already? Well, never mind. I don't have any complaints then. Alright, back at it. Just as a little bit of entertaining journey talk, I've been considering something with the new base that we have not yet built. I would probably have to say we're not far off from going to the snow biome. There are quite a few things I'd like to do in the desert first, but hear me out. Let me know what you think. Instead of always being behind, building another base similar to the one we have here in the desert, and then subsequently ending up moving to the snow and having to go back to the desert like we're going back to this, why don't we just build the base in the snow? It'll definitely be a little bit harder considering our, stages or whatever will go up, so it'll probably be a lot harder zombies. However, once we move into the snow, we can just use that snow biome base. And, if we end up wanting to do something in the wasteland, we can. That'll probably be the end there. The end all be all is a base in the wasteland, depending on how the snow one does and depending on what ideas I can get out of my brain to, upgrading things. But I feel like that would probably be the better bet. Going all the way back to the desert once we're moved into the snow is just tedious, just like this is. It's very long, drawn out. All this traveling the past couple of episodes has just been grueling. So I think that's a good plan. If you have other ideas, throw them out. But I think this is probably what we'll end up doing. Just let me know how you feel about that. Because we're almost here. Albeit during crunch time. But we're still gonna stop at Jen's. She has anything else as far as concrete mix or cobblestone. I did luckily bring some of both to upgrade and repair. I'm gonna have to really watch what I upgrade to concrete though, because I want to keep enough to repair. So just kind of the vital points. I think the first 2 levels, head level of the zombies for the base of the base, base. Anyway, so the supports, and then what they crawl on and hit when they come to try and get my toesies. Jen, hey, got anything good?
Konnichiwa. Oh, that's good afternoon in Japanese.
Yes.
Need a
Yes,
little
it is.
tender love and care?
Are you hitting on me? After your konnichiwa? You don't, do ya? Konnichi, why don't you have anything for me to use for my base, Jen? You got repair kits. Got some more gas. Let's just get a little bit more.
Thank you so much.
You're very
Come
welcome.
again.
Cool. We didn't need all the things I just bought, but gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, to the base. We're at the base. Already noticed. There's just a lot. that's all I'm really willing to spend right now on upgrading. So we just got the essential portions part of this section here. I don't really think they're gonna be too much, you know, on things we're not standing. I guess I could go one more. That makes me nervous. That leaves us with very little to repair with, but it will leave us some to repair with. It will. I'm gonna keep these bars wood. I don't really think it matters. I want to save the cobblestone for what I, might need to do for here if we do in fact, and not that I expect we're gonna break here, but I run out of cement, I'm gonna have to come down here so that they can attack down here instead of over there. So I think there's not a lot else we can do right now. I could go back in my mind over there. Just do some digging before the horde, but oh yeah, actually. This little guy. Yeah, I think that first one, please. Well, folks, that's all I'm really willing to spend right now on upgrading. So we've just got the essential portions part of this section here. I don't really think they're gonna beat too much, on places we're not standing. I guess I could go one more. That makes me nervous. That leaves us with very little to repair with, but it will leave us some to repair with. It will. I'm gonna keep these bars wood. I don't really think it matters. I want to save the cobblestone for what I, might need to do for here if we do in fact, and not that I expect we're gonna break here, but if I run out of cement, I'm gonna have to come down here so that they can attack down here instead of over there. So I think there's not a lot else we can do right now. I could go back in my mine over there and just do some digging before the horde, but oh yeah, actually. This little guy. Yeah, I think I gotta think of that first. One moment, please. That is where Turi's going. Hold on, Turi needs repaired. Alright. All repaired, ready to go. He will smack him right out the side right there. I think that'll work great. I'm just gonna get everything cleaned up in my inventory. I'm gonna get my guns loaded and bombs on the hotbar, and then we're gonna get to it. So we begin, folks, with the Night 14 Horde. Intoxicated. Although, probably should have waited till I was gonna do melee, but that is okay. We got a lot of ammo to use. So... what the hell? That's a problem. Well, he made a solid attempt. I'm not sure how effective that turret's gonna be right there, but we'll find out, I guess, as the night proceeds. Come on now. Who else is here? I hear things I shouldn't when they do the thing. Definitely doesn't seem to be as effective as I thought it should be. Whoops, I have to make sure to try and not hit my own base. I also have to remember that I definitely have the ability to cut the zombies off if needed. None of that, guys. None of that. Yeah, it's just hitting the... it's just hitting the wall, unfortunately. See if we can't fix that. Midway through the horde, that's gonna be good, isn't it? There we go. That's a little better. Oh, he's just hanging out right here. Probably would it be a good idea to go ahead and get that upgraded? Just want to see how effective it is. Not really. Maybe we'll do that when we let the door down and have to worry about. What the hell? Goodbye, doggy. Hey, another loot bag. All right. Go ahead and just try to get him out of the way. Ooh, just kidding. We're encumbered. Oh well, too late now. This is how it be. That was amazing. Much better spot, so at least a couple back. It is very strange how slow it is, though. I don't think that's anything to be worried about, but... You know, we worry. We worry, we wonder. And apparently she's had a floppy arm. That lab zombie has, at least for a pretty long time, had a floppy arm. So, didn't know that, but that's okay. I'd like to make a wood storage crate. Just so I can start putting stuff in there. Like, I mean, they're just gonna push the loot bags aside. I guess I really shouldn't worry about it, but they get in the way. No. Double check while we have a lull. That's a little bit broken. Everything else seems okay though, so no real worries. Not yet anyway. But I also definitely want to use this ammo. Especially if I'm gonna bring all this loot home today. What are you doing? Oh, did not let it do the thing. Nope. Nope. Oh no, she got out. Probably ought to close this while I'm not out there. I suspect a spider to come in and just be like, hello, I can go through things. Oh no. Get on out of here, lady. And sir. That was very rude. Didn't like that. I think they're just trickling in slow today. Oh, there's a bird. Okay. Where'd you go? Fucking bird. Get on out of here. Taking a little bit of a break. Get these guys on out of here. Ooh. That sounded like a dire wolf. But maybe it wasn't. Well, the cops are here. The cops. I do hate this shotgun, that is for certain. Nope. But he just like was like, see ya. I just don't want him to sit here and beat while I reload. It's kind of silly. Now, you weren't dead either. Get out of here, man. Well, he's being stupid and not going up the stairs. Took care of it. Not sure. I hear beating and I don't know why. I guess they're just waiting to get their pathing back in their brain, I guess. Nothing's too psycho there. I haven't seen that cop either that I know showed up. So I'm not sure what he's up to right now. Being a sneaky snoo. Oh, there he is. He has decided to present himself. Lots of loot bags for sure. Like I said, not so much worried about the cop spit. It's not getting through. If it breaks through the bars, we'll deal. Up to full health after being attacked by a bird. I mean, this is going as smoothly as one can hope. Now if I could just use the ammo like I want. Okay, he was obviously not dead. Let's check the integrity of the base. Get some repairs going. And be done with whatever I just did. His little weird body is just rolling around in there. That cop's sternum. What the fuck? He just hit me from there, maybe? Close this door. Okay. Like I said, so far so good. The turret is still attempting to do turrety things. Wonder how I can make the turret more effective, though. Because it's not really hitting so much. It's making the attempt, but it's totally missing, that's for sure. Oh, he got squished through. That's fine. Not sure who's alive and who isn't. That's normal. Whoops. Well, that's never good. Go, go, go. It's okay. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I didn't like that though. I guess they were just mad and like trying to break that. Oh, that's broken now. Cool. I didn't like that he can puke and do what he just did. That was not cool. Hit him in a booty. Come on, cop. Let's not blow up. Nope, he's blown up. Damn. I need to do an integrity check. Let's get these guys down or... Okay, there are a couple things that look like they need to be replaced. Not replaced, but repaired. Let's break her legs and then send people back up. Reload while they figure out what they want with their lives. I must have shot his leg off, therefore... Come on, just die. If you're not already, I can't sell though. Bad zombie, bad. Definitely a good weapon for crowd control, that's for sure, especially when I don't have points into guns in an efficient manner. Took him out, we're all good there. Okay, when they pile up over there, that turret is much more effective. But if they're not piled up, it's not so much. Really, it's not probably gonna matter in later hordes because there are gonna be so many zombies at that point that it'll probably always be hitting in some capacity. I could figure out another way to make it more bottlenecked right there, I suppose. But we'll just have to see what works. Oh, right, it needs repaired. Getting a little overwhelmed. Let's just let that do its thing. Get on out of here. I think everybody right there is dead. Let's go ahead and repair. While that reloads, we'll get this set back up. She just jumped off for some reason. Thought I heard a dire wolf, but I no longer see that. I don't see any, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Ooh, a goopy goober. Not a goofy goober. Not to be confused with a goofy goober. A goopy goober. Just different and much less pleasant. That is about halfway there. Get rid of this guy. We are just shy of an hour left. So far, so good. Nothing catastrophic has occurred. I think we're safe to just allow things to do as they will. Ow, I'm being radiated. There are birds. Let's take care of them. I'm being radiated again. With ceiling goop, I guess. You ever been radiated by ceiling goop? I keep stepping in it. I missed or something. Fucking do hate those birds, man. But I also hate... Oh, there are people here still. Huh? What the hell? Oh. Well, no wonder something funky going on here. Okay, you may come back up. Oh my gosh. Oh. That is why I brought honey. And plenty of first aid items. And alcohol. Nothing goes down quite like medication and alcohol. Just kidding, don't mix drugs and alcohol, kids. Kids shouldn't be watching me. You shouldn't be. I'm literally a torso with boobs. That's not what I meant. I meant that I'm a floating head and chest with boobs. Like, you know what? Sometimes it's better just to say no. Just say no. Just say no. That's what Dare taught me. Do you know how effective that campaign was? Do you remember? Oh, no, 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 no. Is that from the bird or? I think so. Come on down here, boy. Or girl. Whoa, shot her back into the atmosphere. I would like to reload my weaponry. Ow. I am getting rained on. And not in a good way. I made that box for no reason. Because I had no attempt at any point in time to even bring it up. Minutes left, folks. 15 minutes. I know we're reaching integrity point on these edges here, but that's all right. Well, he just came right in. I just don't want to use anything else to repair. We're at the point where it doesn't matter. We're about done. If new zombies do come, it won't be too many. If they break through, it'll be simple to get where we need to be without dying, hopefully, fingers crossed. But it's gonna quiet down here in just a couple of seconds. must not have loaded it all the way. And there she is. The morning. Scrap that. Go ahead and get a yucca smoothie in me. Didn't get too damaged. I repaired it right before we headed out, so. Let's go around and check out the damage done. Definitely to the stairs. Not so bad here. You know, not horrible. Let's see about down here. Yeah, I mean, they hardly beat down here. They were over here quite a bit, but even over here, that one's a little low. But the point of redundancy is that even if one goes out, the others are there to take its place. I mean, really, even the door is okay. Not a lot went on. That door is a little fluggety-nuggety, but that's alright. Definitely got some issues over here. The bird destroyed this portion, which is fine. I mean, the only people getting up there are birds. The only downside is if the zombies would have broken through the ceiling or broken through up here somehow, they would have definitely gotten in. But let's see what loot we got. That's a little silly. Ammunition. Tools digest, more ammunition. Let me also bring this over here. Definitely got a lot of loot bags too, so that's fantastic. Hold the phone. Look, it's one of them sideways nests. Those are some rare nests. I'm gonna destroy it now because that's what humans do. Anyway, when it's rare, it's mine. When it's not rare, it's mine. Anyway, sorry about that. I'll cease. Okay, let's see what loot bags are up here now. Got a lot, that's for sure. Wiring, okay. Some more drank. The schematic we already know, but we'll just read it. I want the XP more than I want the money for it. Got some more pipe bombs. I only used the one and it was pretty ineffective. Armor fitting mod schematic. I'm cooking weeklies, more ammo. 50% away, done with that. Oh, we can make chili dogs. And we're 57 to 75 for the sledge, so that's fantastic. Cobblestone. 2 more home cooking weeklies. Enforcer outfit will probably sell. Forge ahead. Dog food. Who would have guessed? Another get hammered book. A bar brawler. Nope, that is the one we will not read. We want to be buzzed. That's no fun. Stupid stone spear. Some more wiring. And last but not least, a vehicle magazine. Is that it? I think so. Well, folks, she was a good base. I like this design. It works pretty well. I don't think there's any need to change it. I mean, there's a couple things I think I could do a little bit differently, especially the roof, considering I didn't do it correctly to begin with, but I'd like to find a more efficient place to put the sledge turret. Maybe I can make the hallway just a little bit longer here, so there's a little bit more of a narrow path before they start to get in there. I don't know, I'll think about it, but all in all, I think that this went very well. We gotta head back home. And really get ready, I guess, for Westworld. In hindsight, it's 2020, although I know I said that this day of the 15 would be Westworld. Maybe it would be better for 16? I don't know. I'll see. Depends on how long it takes me to Chicken! Depends on how long it takes me to get back, put stuff away, and then head back, but either way, we shall see. I appreciate y'all sitting with me while I did the day 14 horde. It went very well. No issues really at all. Pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy. I really am considering doing our next base in the snow. I think that is pretty much what we'll do. So that's definitely something we'll have to do. We'll have to get the badges for the snow first. You know, go in, find the town, find a good place next to a place we want to live, to, you know, build the base and then start setting that up and have materials and blah, blah, blah. So, got a lot to do, got a lot to see, but I'm excited to see where this goes, and I hope you are too. I really appreciate you guys checking us out. I hope you are looking forward to what we are going to be putting in the algorithm, and as always, keep on clucking. No. He does not want to keep on clucking, but he can keep on clucking himself. Fucking himself. Bye!